What is the most important issue facing the commission at present?
It's difficult really to pick one particular. I think there are several major issues facing us, but I believe that elder care has to be protected in our community. We're blessed with fine establishments throughout Houghton County, but one has to recall that we are per capita one of the communities in the country with the highest percentage of seniors. Many of us probably recall those days when we were forced to send loved ones, sometimes hundreds of miles away, for elder care. I believe that that's something that we continue to have to guard against that occurring again. And I understand that it's a major issue, but I believe I relish the opportunity to get back in the county commission to grapple with some of these community-wide problems, namely the jail, and I think we'll probably get into that a little later.
All right, thank you. Mr. Koskela, you're next.
Our biggest problem was addressed by the Sheriff's Department earlier, and that has to do with the drugs. The drug problem is not only a problem with the jail, it's a problem with mental health. Our mental health facility can hardly keep up with the problems that are occurring there, which in turn force additional overtime and whatever on our Sheriff's Department to take care of transporting these people to different locations around the state. And I'll tell you, these are not reimbursable. Those are all taken out of the general budget, and our general budget keeps on shrinking because of those matters. Another issue that's occurring, which really is, I shouldn't say is occurring, it's been around here for a while, is the issue with our jail. We have to do with what we got. We have tried to improve it with the limited funds we have, and we're going to have to take that on in the next term probably and improve it some more with the money we can hopefully get.
Well, it's kind of hard to pinpoint just one issue as being the top priority. Certainly, the reason that got me into this election in the first place was the issue with the Houghton County Medical Care Facility and whether or not that millage renewal was going to be placed on the ballot and for the voters of the county to decide. I think, however, with all of the issues that we've heard about tonight, the jail, no one's mentioned the recycling and the medical care facility and other things like that, that it really boils down to something that this board, as it's currently configured, hasn't done. And that's to have in place the kind of a process where they can prioritize issues and figure out how they're going to be paid for. And there isn't that kind of systematic, strategic kind of planning that's in place. And so that covers all of the issues and includes all of them, and I would say that's the top priority.
The issues, lots of them. The jail, I think in the future with keeping a conservative budget, we can set money aside every year. Eventually we can do something with the jail without going to the voters for millage. I believe we don't need to build a whole new Taj Mahal. We can do something a little bit simpler and more cost effective. Even if we had to finance it and with our fund balance, be able to pay the payment on it. One other big issue that's coming up is, well, it's here now, is health insurance. I mean, all the cost of health insurance right now, we just heard, is going up 25%. That's going to put another big dent in our budget. We just got to look and prioritize all the things in the budget and keep it balanced, try to get as much of a fund balance as we can.
Well, you're not going to like to hear this, but I know a couple people on the board. Well, actually, I know 3. And the board is not working the way it's supposed to be. That doesn't come from me. That comes from the board. And the other thing I'm going to tell you about is that Houghton County Medical Care Facility will not be privatized on my watch. That is out of the question. And as far as the jail said, talking about the jail, I think that there is going to be some money put aside. I don't have specifics on it, but Tim was right about that. But that medical care facility will not be privatized when I'm elected, and I will.